Well, here we are again with Slim Jeff's, and I'll tell you about that in a bit. Slim Jeff's weekly video. Now, the idea of this is, if you haven't seen it before, I'm retired now and I still do a bit of work for my son's company because I still take money out of the company, and if I don't put anything back, it's not fair on my sons. It's harder for them to make a profit. So I still do a bit of work, and I decided that each week I'm going to set myself a task. And I don't know about you, but I find if I just set a task, even if I write it down or something, halfway through the week, taking a dog for a walk is more important or whatever. I don't do it. So I actually record the task and then I come back the following week and say how I got on. And last week I actually set 3 tasks. I got a bit carried away. Couple personal and one work. First personal was my wife's had cancer and it was nice and sunny. And while I was doing this, she was actually up the hospital because even though she's clear now, she still has to go up the hospital quite a lot. She had an aggressive form, and to make sure it don't come back, she's on some tablets which have side effects, and so it's still going on. So my task was to make sure I take her out a bit more than I normally do, and I succeeded. Nice, easy task. Who can't succeed in a task that you enjoy? Um, second chart, second task. Previous week, I'd lost 6.5 pound in weight, and I aimed to lose another 2. I failed. It all went wrong. Started off well. My wife was at the hospital when I was doing this, and when she came home, I said, "Come on, let's go out for coffee somewhere." So we did, and she had a great big cake, and "You're not having a cake, Jeff?" "No, no, I'm all right. I'm trying to lose a bit of weight." And I sat there watching her eat this lovely cake, and I thought, "What am I doing this video for?" But you know, I don't believe in making excuses. I failed, that's it. But the excuses are it was a friend's birthday party at the weekend, so that was a meal and Guinness and all the usual stuff. And then, of course, it was Valentine's Day, which I went out for a nice meal with my wife, and I ate a little bit too much. So anyway, didn't lose any weight. Total failure. The third task was work related, and this made up for any losses. I found out that when searching for car charger installation in Kidderminster, I only come up once. It was at the top of Google, and most people would be satisfied with that. But I'm more used to getting 4 pages come up, and my sort of ultimate aim is for every town I search is for me to come up on the first 4. The first 4 generic searches to be my company. If I keep calling it my company, it's my son's company. My son's company. And to only come up once, and no other mention on page 1 for Kidderminster whatsoever, my task was to get to the bottom of it and find out why. Well, I did, and when I searched through it and really looked into it, what I found out was that before I started this, I drew up a list of towns by population, by affluence, etc., etc., and then made a list of all those towns. Now, they are the towns because I live in Birmingham, but as you can tell, I come from South London. And there's certain places that there are more little areas within a town, and I don't know them all, so I did a bit of research. And I wrote them down, and somehow Kidderminster did not make that list. I obviously made a page for it. I've made 800 pages, so I, I must have just made a page, just been thinking about Kidderminster before. I'm sure I ain't got a page for that and made a page. Anyway, that was at the top of Google. Now, what really surprised me is that I found a couple of pages that I've made too many for in that area, and they don't show up. So I just changed the page from, say, Bromsgrove to Kidderminster, and put the word of Kidderminster throughout, made a few changes, updated it, and because we've had the OLEV grant, it's changed to OZEV now, and all the conditions are changed, so all that's got to be changed. So I updated it, put it out there, did my metadata, car charger installation, I think EV car charger installation in Kidderminster. And I looked this morning, and I didn't really expect, and I did this last week, I didn't expect any of the other pages, maybe showing up on third or fourth page, but still the top of page one. Lower down the page, actually the bottom listing, and one about 4 up from that is my company. So within a week, I've managed to get 2 more pages on page 1 of Google. I have done it before, but I must admit, I thought with car charger installation, there's more and more companies taking it on now and promoting their websites, etc., and it would be harder, but it doesn't come up for every search term. I think car charger installation, just car charger installation without the EV electric, it didn't come up yet, but it will do. More likely come up next week. But so that is great success, and it's even better for me because when I started on this journey a few years ago, I was told what I was doing was against Google rules, and you'll get your sites all taken down by Google. But luckily, I've spoken at Google House on local search, and I've spoken to Tone Paul, who was the sort of head of Google search there, and he said, "No, Jeff, keep doing it. People don't challenge Google enough." And he assured me I wouldn't get taken down, and there's no such thing as penalties for what I was doing, and encouraged me to do it. And so I've done it. One day I might even make a business out of that. Be quite easy. Maybe that's my task for next week, because I weren't sure what I'm going to do. It's been on my mind to do for some time. I can do this for others. I just do a page in their town, link it to their own website, and put their phone number on it, take off certain things representing us, and put their details on. So anyone out there who wants me to do it for them, and it's for car charger installations and electricians, as long as you're not around the Birmingham area, because I'm not going to promote you as a competitor to me. But no, if anyone out there wants me to show what I can do, I'm only looking for a bit of part-time money. I'm not looking, I'm not a marketing agency or something. I'm a one-trick pony. It's a bloody good trick, mind you. And if you look at car charger installation in Tamworth, that is our hometown, we appear seven times on page 1. And I'm not promising that, but if anyone's interested, electrical testing, RCR testing, car charger installation, and it's something that if anyone wanted to sort of join up with me, we could do it for solicitors, especially solicitors. They've got so many different things. Oh, look at that. It's 9 minutes 50. I better stop rabbiting on. So 2 successes, 1 failure, and next week's task is to sort of think a bit more and start promoting my web pages all over the country for car charger installations and electronic testing. Goodbye, and I'll see you next week. And I've only just made up that task, so I'm not sure I'm going to do it yet. But if I don't say I'm going to do it, I won't do it.